In Garten of Banban, there's one item you use in every single game. An item so important, you can't solve a single puzzle without it. No, it's not a keycard, it's the drone remote. From the very first moment we explore the abandoned kindergarten, the drone and its remote become our main tools. They're simple at first, but across each game, the mechanics start to change. And by the time we reach Banban 7, the drone remote becomes something completely different. But before we talk about the new versions of the remote, we need to understand how it works in the first place. The drone remote uses radio signals to send commands to the drone. When you press the left mouse button, it tells the drone to fly to a specific location. But there's a catch. If the signal is blocked, like by yellow glass, the drone ignores the command. That means you'll need to find a better angle or open a door before the signal can reach the drone. On the other hand, if your drone is stuck in another room, the right mouse button teleports it to the nearest preset location. That makes it much easier to bring the drone with you as you move between rooms. Now that we understand how the remote works, let's look at how it's used in every game, starting with the original Banban 1. In Garten of Banban 1, we first discover the drone remote inside the electrical room, but it's not ready to use yet. To power it up, we need to collect 2 batteries, both hidden in the cafeteria area. Once powered, the drone remote allows us to command the drone using left click to fly towards certain buttons or puzzle elements. Right click lets us bring the drone back instantly to a nearby area. This is the simplest version of the drone remote, and while it's limited, it sets the foundation for everything that comes next. Then, in Banban 2, things immediately take a turn. At the end of Banban 1, we crash the lift, and the drone remote is damaged. Specifically, its antenna is broken, and we can't use it at the start of the game. It's completely useless until we find a replacement antenna in the break room. Once repaired, it works just like before. Left click to command, right click to recall. But now we realize the drone isn't invincible. Both the drone and the remote can be damaged, which hints at how important these tools really are. By the time we get to Banban 3, the remote needs fresh batteries again. We can find them in the ground sector, specifically near the information kiosk and next to the drone customization panel. Once the batteries are in place, the remote works like before. However, during the Nabnalina surgery minigame, you're required to temporarily set the remote down so you can use tools like the syringe and tongs. This is one of the first times we're actually forced to separate from the drone remote. A small but interesting change that shows how it's becoming part of the story, not just a gameplay mechanic. Now, let's move to Banban 4, where something strange happens. At one point, we find what looks like a yellow drone remote, and it seems like a major upgrade, but it turns out to be a trap. This fake remote was planted by Sheriff Toadster, likely as part of his interrogation or testing process. Once we're caught in the trap, the remote is taken away, and we don't get it back until after Sheriff Toadster completes his interrogation. Banban 5 was skipped by the Euphoric brothers, and in Banban 6, the drone remote doesn't receive any major upgrades. It still functions the same way, and we mostly use it to hit buttons and solve puzzles. But then Banban 7 completely changes the game. In Garten of Banban 7, we meet Syringeon, and he gives us the biggest upgrade the drone has ever received, Drone Remote 2.0. With Remote 2.0, everything changes. This new version of the remote doesn't just command the drone from a distance. Now we can actually control the drone directly using special control panels scattered throughout the area known as Syringeon. When using one of these panels, the player views the world from the drone's perspective, almost like entering a mini first-person flight mode. You use space to move up, shift to move down, and you have full vertical control. It feels more like flying a real drone rather than just clicking on a button. But that's not all. If you bump into objects or fly somewhere the game doesn't want you to go, the drone will automatically teleport to a nearby preset location to prevent soft locking. This new functionality is smart, helpful, and much more advanced than the original remote from Banban 1. What's even cooler is that Remote 2.0 still includes all the original functions. You can still use left click and right click like before. It's a complete upgrade, not a replacement. So let's take a step back and look at the full evolution. In Banban 1, the remote is simple. 2 batteries and basic commands. In Banban 2, it gets damaged and needs to be repaired. In Banban 3, it needs new batteries and becomes part of a surgery minigame. In Banban 4, we're tricked with a fake version. In Banban 6, the functions remain the same. And in Banban 7, we finally receive Remote 2.0, unlocking full first-person control and a whole new gameplay experience. But what does all this mean for Banban 8? The Euphoric brothers others are clearly building something bigger. Remote 2.0 might just be the beginning. What if we get even more tools? What if the drone becomes fully autonomous or connected to a character's memory or identity? Maybe the drone was created by one of the workers in the facility. Maybe it's connected to the experiments involving Javanium. Or maybe the drone has been guiding us the whole time, not as a tool, but as a silent witness to everything that happened inside Banban's kindergarten. And if you want to know all the secret notes in the Banban series, then click on this end screen video where I explain every single one from Banban 0 to Banban 8.